Like it's just random noise. Like that's all it really is. Literally, when people catch that idea, when they can imagine something, whether it's a melody, whether it's a drum, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really got to go any further than where you at, because that's the whole point of music. You want to give somebody the idea. You want to make them think. You want to make them imagine stuff as they're listening to whatever they're listening to. Okay, so what I did with the 808 pattern, you know what I'm saying? All I really did was I started off with the foundation. I started off with that. I already knew that the sample or whatever I was playing was in the key of A minor. This is the first chord, A minor, just a regular A minor chord. Once I've already found, you know what I'm saying, the root position, I just really just started taking stuff up like an octave. I didn't, like all of this was not here. This is all I had. Once I found the bounce with this, the rest of this was just, okay, let me try something. Let me experiment with this. Let me try this. That's what ends up happening is you start to create crazy stuff like this. This, I think I remember this. I actually did this last. This was the last thing I did. I don't know why I did it this way or what I did, what I was thinking. But honestly, if I had to tell y'all everything that I was thinking about when I'm making beats, bro, I'm pretty sure y'all minds would just be like, bro, I don't even know what you mean. And you just be all over the place. And then the second pattern actually switches. Kind of sort of have the same pattern, but I always say like switch it up somewhere, you know, within the next 8 to 16 bars or whatever. This is what I got. You can already tell like just this much has been changed, like at least at the top part. Then mainly the beginning part stayed the same because it's still the same pattern. It's just a matter of I switched up the notes. Honestly, the main notes that are gonna be used, so you got your root note right here. If you click down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 times out of 10, if a melody, if you're hearing it and it drops down somewhere, it's either going to be 4 half steps down or it's going to be 5 half steps down. But it's not, I'm not saying that that's going to be guaranteed. And then the Electrox, normally I don't even really be using it, but I was just like, I need something wild, something crazy, just something that nobody really hears. So I actually went up here to, what is this, God Sounds. And the reason that I chose this was because I needed something like a triumphant sound. And then the last thing that I had was this flute. It's a regular Juba flute. If you're looking at this pattern, right?
Nope.
You see that it still fits with whatever that I'm playing. It's like when you're doing counter melodies, you want to stay within the chord progressions that you're playing. If you're not following the chords and what's being played, then it's like you can freestyle your way in there, but it's not going to be smooth. Some people, you can still get away with it. Let me take it up an octave so y'all can hear it.
Hey, T, how you do that? Like how you muted those tones?
What you do is you'll double click. So if you look at my mouse, it brings up the cancellation. But then if I double click it again, it brings up the X. So it's actually white. And when it's white, you can do this.
All right. You left click, double click?
You double right click.
Oh, all right.
Sure. Now the hi-hats, my hi-hats. If anything, like I kept the spacing like in certain parts of the hi-hats. Like I don't even think I put a hi-hat on the 1. No, I didn't. That's because I already knew I was adding stuff like this. In the meantime, I had to at least keep something going and keeping it simple. If anything, I want to keep it simple as possible. Oh yeah, and by the way, because somebody asked me that the other day, when you want to undo and then constantly undo, make sure that you hit Control Alt and then Z. You know, it'll keep undoing everything. This other hi-hat is what I had too. And it's like with this hi-hat, I actually didn't even want it too loud. Yeah, I turned it down a little bit and like panned it. Oh yeah, so this is what I added on the first beat was the open hi-hat. And then if y'all seen my tutorials, normally I would just keep this joint up and then the next one I'll put it here and then just turn it down. But I was like, shoot, I'm gonna just leave that jank up because that jank rock. After this went by, then I brought it back again, but I turned it down. And then this is just a regular hi-hat, no volumes, no pan, no nothing. And then if I had the 808s, because originally this was what it was. Of course, everybody knows the spins, but I was like, I want to keep it short and punchy. So then that's when I boosted it. And in the middle of me taking it out, like I said, when you're taking stuff out from the front, it's gonna, it has to keep that wave shape the whole way through. That's really like the whole structure of this beat. And then when I was arranging, I was actually making this little break right here. So if I go back.
Oh my God.
And the only reason I did that was because the artist, you know what I'm saying, he may want to know like, when are we transitioning? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just put that there. And then it was mainly just leveling. Like I didn't put anything on there except for reverb for the rim. And then I just turned it down to like a good 30 or whatever. And just kept this thing on default. I already know whoever gets on this, they're gonna just be ignorant and not gonna care. Like, you're not ignorant, but they're gonna just not care, you know what I'm saying? They just gonna go in like, so they don't care. As long as this jank crank, they don't care about no mixing process. Like I could have just left it like it was.
I'm finna get on that.
No.